Hey there, fellow Pokemon fans. I was just kind of browsing Reddit the other day, and then I remembered, oh yeah, we have the July 5th Direct coming up. It is now July 1st, 1:05 a.m. for me at the time I'm recording this, and I was just kind of like, well, why not make another discussion video? Wake my neighbors for this, you know? I want to discuss what I thought might be shown in the Direct. There's a couple things, a couple possibilities. I have them listed here in my notepad. Unscripted video is normal, but I have written in the topics I want to talk about. Beginning with some potential Pokemon we might be seeing. Following trends of previous generations have always shown us the new rat Pokemon, just like Rattata in Gen 1, Sentret in Gen 2, then we had Zigzagoon and the Raccoon in Gen 3. B-Barrel was technically the rat of Gen 4. Gen 5 had Patrat, Gen 6 had... It goes on from there. I don't actually remember what Gen 6 had. I just know they had Pidove as their bird. But I'm predicting we're going to get the rat, the bird, and the bug for the region. Or bugs, in quotations, because you gotta remember Gen 1 had two sets of evolutionary lines for the main bugs found in Viridian Forest. Based on what I know and remember of the UK, I'm going to have no idea what the bird could be. It'll be based off the national bird, of course, but my memory is as bad as I am at competitive. So, don't know what that could be. The bug... We haven't got a mosquito... Oh, wait, yes we do. But I mean like an actual mosquito Pokemon, not an Ultra Beast. So that's on the table. It could be a gnat, just a giant gnat. Never know what we'll get for in terms of the new bug Pokemon. Sorry. And then there's the rat Pokemon, which could just be a rat. We'll probably get another field Pokemon, like another dog. Because I know Gen 5 advertised Stoutland pretty early, or Lillipup pretty early. Stoutland was not advertised until release, I don't believe. So those are what I think are going to be advertised for the Pokemon. Moving on from that, we know we're getting trainer customization in Sun and Moon. This was displayed by the images we saw from that t-shirt contest. I don't know how in-depth it's going to be, but I'm sure it'll get showcased somewhat. They'll also be showing off battle mechanics and, you know, how the 3DS made the jump to Switch. Some of the technical mechanics that have changed. I would also like to see the design for the Poké Center in this upcoming Direct. Because the Poké Center has changed drastically ever since Gen 3, really. In Gen 3, it got the escalators that go upstairs. Gen 4, the Poké Center... No, Gen 3 and Gen 4 are pretty much the same. Then Gen 5, the Pokemart and the Poké Center merged. And in Gen 6, it went back to the Poké Center, which you had the new place you could change your outfit in the back. Apart from that, I don't know what else I would introduce in the new Direct. This is the first real trailer we're getting apart from the starter reveal. I'm going to say we're probably going to get the normal type rat, the bird Pokemon, and the bug Pokemon, and probably a common field Pokemon. I would, again, like to see the trainer customization. There are, I could show off possible new abilities like they did with the Sun and Moon legendaries. I don't think we'll get the legendaries in this Direct. I don't believe we will even get the box covers. We might, but the box covers might just be that Sword and Shield logo we've already seen. The legendaries might not be on the covers this time. The game might not even have like box art legendaries at all. It seems like Pokemon wants to be a bit more unconventional with the map layout. It's playing it a bit safer, maybe going back to its Gen 1 roots. I like to point out that I started with Gen 1. Not my favorite generation by far. I think it's the most bare bones and boring. And I'm really not a fan of the Let's Go games because they just cut out so much of the Pokedex. They gave us a lot of extra things, like we were asking for, sure, but we wanted to see other Pokemon following us. We wanted to see a change in the competitive format with other Pokemon. Personally, I would have loved to have a Gliscor following me around. That would be amazing. Not just another friggin' Dodrio. I'm so sick of the original 151 and Kanto in general that I am getting whiplash every time they get special treatment. And I know, you know, keep to your roots, keep it original. I have played all the games in order, starting with Red and Blue. I've owned both, and I traded them both for a special Pikachu edition and moved on from there. Went from there onto Silver, then on to Sapphire, then Emerald, then Platinum. I skipped Diamond and Pearl because I just heard bad things about the pacing. Platinum was great. Then I moved on to Soul Silver, got to relive my memories there. Then moved on to White. Then I moved on to Black 2, because I like Zekrom. Then I moved on to X, and then I moved on to Moon. And then I moved on to Ultra Moon very recently, just picked that up last night. Had a blast with it so far, but it's kind of not a lot different except for the Ultra Recon squad so far. Or maybe my memory is just terrible. Probably that. But that's all the things I'm hyped for this upcoming Direct. Don't expect much of it to be in there. It's 15 minutes, so it might be the combination of two different trailers. Like the first one was, we had the trailer for the actual base game itself, where we got to see the two trainers, and then we got to see some of the Pokemon that'd be in there, and some of the areas and locations, and then in the second trailer we got the starters, but they were kind of like meshed together into one video, so they got meshed into one trailer, even though it was two separate trailers, because the music clearly restarts. Weird choice there. I predict we might get to see something with the gyms, of course. Knowing what that little symbol and the Japanese logo would be nice, how that's going to play into things, because in X and Y, in the logo, the Pokemon logo in Japanese, they had the Mega Evolution Stones, and then in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they had the Red Orb and Blue Orb in the title. So I'm wondering what that little symbol is on the title for Sword and Shield, because it's on the gyms as well, and on his uniform when he's going into the stadium, when he's all dressed up in the football uniform. Sorry, I am British, but I have been living in Canada, so I'm just so used to saying soccer now. Apart from that, I really don't. Oh Jesus! I just started bleeding out of nowhere. I really don't know what else I could really show that'd be of any interest or value to us at this point, because they've starved us of information for close to 3 months. They kind of really, they don't have to live up to their expectations that we've set for them, but it'd be nice if they did. I'm hoping they don't overload us with information though, because some of the game is going to have to be a surprise. And on top of which, Sun and Moon revealed way too much. I think saving the Ultra Beasts until you actually started playing would have been a shocker or a surprise. It's like, well, what are these? These weren't shown. What an alien idea this is. But no, we got those in a trailer. At least it didn't reveal their names right out. They called them like UBO2 Absorption and things like that instead of Buzzwole or Guzzlord. In fact, did we get a trailer for Guzzlord? I don't think we did. I think he just kind of showed up. Which is good. And one last thing I wanted to talk about, I had some thoughts after my previous video, the discussion video about Sobble, Grookey, and Scorbunny. I kind of had like this funny thought of, well, I didn't talk about potential abilities they could have, and I jokingly gave Scorbunny a speed boost, and I jokingly gave Sobble camouflage, and the more I thought about it, the more I was like, Scorbunny is based off a football player, isn't he? Or she? Aren't they? That could signify what the bandages are for. Having speed boost would actually make a lot of sense. And then of course we saw Sobble camouflage, so why wouldn't they have camouflage or adaptability or something like that? Having a starter with adaptability would be hilarious, to be honest with you. And I think it's going to basically cover everything. That was really my only big thoughts today. I just wanted to put a video out there quick, listing off my expectations for June 5th. 6 a.m. is the time they gave us. That's 10 a.m. my time. I might be able to stream that. Probably not. It is me we're talking about here. I would say we're probably going to be closer to 15. Yeah, I might be able to stream that. If I don't, well, oh well, I'll just put up a recap video afterwards. I'm not that big, no one really cares yet. Or ever will. And that's fine. I'm doing this for fun. Thanks to anyone who watched. Glad to have everyone out. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my content. Probably not. It's just me sitting here talking to a microphone with Sobble's unending, curious, horrified gaze staring at you from the right. These are just, kind of the thoughts I'm spewing about the game so far. On what little information we have, it's the best I can do. If you want to hear more, well, stay tuned. I'll be around. Probably, maybe, possibly. I don't know. But have yourself a fantastic day. And remember, Sobble is watching.